Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On one, ready?
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kevin Farley.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Second and 5.
Hey. Go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Tannehill changing the look.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Block.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Titan defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Pushes past him, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey! Deep, deep.
Again, it's Henry powering forward. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yo, check left. Deep, deep.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes,
and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the Titans' 45-yard line.
On one, ready?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The Titans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 7-7, our score after 1.
Tiger.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey! Play! Block!
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Right.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
In motion left, the tight end. Now they bring the tight end in motion right.
Henry again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Deep.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now Walker. Forced out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Walker looking to throw on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
He'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Chip left.
A pivot and a give to Henry. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Run. Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Henderson dropped down to 8 sacks last season, but don't get lost in that number. Still had 3 forced fumbles and remains a game wrecker on the edge of Cincinnati's line.
Here we go.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey. Play. Block. Deep.
Now Tannehill looks to change things up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That pass taken in by Burks. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18, 5 here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Open man, that's Henry. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To throw is Tannehill. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish. Derrick Henry all alone. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And got his man complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field.